So, we've started.
Oh, sorry guys. I was just testing my Apple Vision Pro 10 that I received from Apple, you know, as a very famous and important non-technology YouTuber. Have you seen it? The crazy release of Apple, which is now on the market, I think in the US for now, but it's coming to Europe very, very soon. I have to be completely honest, I'm quite excited about it. My wife forbade me to buy those because she thinks I'm already a bit crazy, but at some point I will just buy them. Maybe not first generation, but the second one, I think I'm gonna do that. And if you are interested about this release, you've maybe seen the reviews of Casey Neistat or Marcus Brownlee. It's quite something. It's the future. They're saying this is how we're going to work and be entertained in the future. So Apple strikes again. And I'm not sure, but have you seen the reels of the first people walking on the streets with those Apple Vision Pro, or maybe, you know, in the subway doing things with it? It's crazy, and they do look also a bit crazy. So, but after watching all those reviews and analyzing it a bit, I have figured out a thing. And at some point, while watching the review of Marcus Brownlee, he said something where there was a bell that rang in my head. Watch this.
I actually prefer this to poking the virtual keys because I at least get a little bit of haptic feedback from my own fingers tapping together.
So he mentions the fact that right now the keyboard is a bit difficult to use because you can only use 2 fingers. And there's this other option where you can watch what you're typing on the keyboard and then just pinch like this, and that this at least gives a certain haptic. And immediately I thought, gosh, this will make handwriting great again. So just think about that. We were handwriters, and then we developed into a keyboard. First typewriters, then those keyboards which sounded like something, and it developed further and further into typing on screens, on the iPhone, then on iPads, and now we have the Apple Vision Pro where we're just typing in the air. So at least with the keyboards we had that analogic feeling, we could hear what we were typing, so there was a certain sensation and a certain feel while we were typing. The senses were activated while we were doing it. But with the revolution of the VR headsets, this is going into a total different direction, and we will be starting doing things in the air. Definitely less satisfying than when you have the chance to do something analogic and have a touch and feel with the things you're doing. Reality and virtuality are merging into each other. We almost can't recognize anymore what is real and what is virtual. And that makes me very happy because now I'm 100% sure that handwriting will become great again. Everyone in this world will want to handwrite. You're probably still asking yourself, why? For me, the answer is very simple, because every exaggeration and extreme also brings an opposite trend that becomes very, very strong and that starts having its own reason of existence. So while before writing was a must in order to have things done, it was the tool you would use to actually, make sure that things were written down, that you had contracts and so on. So the primary task of the instrument was actually writing. Now it becomes a detox tool. It becomes an emotional tool. It becomes a status symbol. It becomes a nostalgic ideal. And all of these things together make it a collectible tool. So when a tool isn't used anymore for its primary purpose, but rather for the sum of all the emotions that surround that specific product, becomes a luxury. That is why, Goodfellas, once again, I'm telling you that we are at the beginning of something big in the pen industry. We are at the beginning of a revolution in handwriting, and all of us in this community, everyone that is watching, everyone that is interested into pen, is a trendsetter, is a pioneer, and it really proves that together we are changing the game.